Security Council of the United Nations has laid down requirements that Iraq must meet in the area of disarmament and future monitoring. The Council has gone on to make it clear that there is no way for Iraq out of its present situation other than by fulfilling those obligations. They're the major concerns. But it's also become very, very clear that progress can be made, and that if Iraq will simply see it that way and work with us, there will be no betrayal. Once this job is done, as is provided for in the resolutions of the Council, there would be a lifting of the embargo. So claims to the effect that the goalposts would be moved after the game has started have no foundation. There is a light at the end of this tunnel, but the track that runs through the tunnel always was and still is called disarmament.
Dans ce contexte, je peux donc vous dire que j'ai...
We know the questions we need to ask. We think they've got the answers. We are people of goodwill and integrity. We want to get this job done as soon as possible. The time that it would take is in many ways in Iraq's hands. They need to show a better faith than they've shown recently, and I tried to address that a moment ago when I said, if this job is done, the Security Council will keep its word with respect to the embargo. So I think we've got the makings of real cooperation, if they will see it that way. And I hope to encourage them to do so next week. Thank you.
Il y a beaucoup de progrès, et c'est ce progrès qui...
Sorry, could I just say too, I'm very uncomfortable with these terms, tough, the opposite of which is weak, and so on. This isn't a game of muscularity. This is one of the most serious things around. It's called disarmament, and it's about weapons of mass destruction. I've been given a very strong decision by the Security Council, which inter alia, among other things, says to Iraq, you have to accept whomever we put in inspection teams. I'm really rather hopeful that we can have this out in a very clear and civilized way in Baghdad next week, and get to understand together that progress can be made by following those rules, not by playing these other games of who's tough and who's weak. Do you see my point? There's something far more important at stake here for Iraq, for its people, and for the world, and it's called disarmament, not, you know, as I said, who's tough and who's weak. And I want to get on with the substance of it.